Hello and welcome back to the set of videos in chapter 3 of adding text and images. Now, we spent a lot of time looking at text, but in this video we'll start looking at how to insert images, add borders to those images, and we'll talk about thumbnails. So let's get started. In our Dreamweaver 3 folder, we will have these web pages. We've got events, where we've done an awful lot of work on that, and we've got products. You will need to have the products web page open. Go to the right of produce and press return. Then up into insert, image, and because we are in the Dreamweaver 3 folder, we're going to be able to navigate straight to these pictures. What you will need to do is to make sure that you select the beats, not the large one, this one here. So let's click on this and click open. And in the alternate text, we put in beats. The alternate text is there to help those people who have some sight impairment. And we're going to click OK. And there is our picture. So how does that look in code view? Well, if we go down here, because I've got this selected, it's highlighted here, and in between or underneath the heading 2, which is produce, so we've got heading 1, Organic Utopia Products, and produce is heading 2. We've got the paragraph tag, and inside that we have this image source, which is called image beats JPEG. We've got the dimensions of 300 by 200, and we've put in the alternate text of beats. Now let's go and do another picture, and we'll just keep that there for the moment. So we're going to click to the right of beats, press return, and we're going to go and do the same again. We're going to go insert, image, and once we're in image, we're looking for cucumbers. Again, not cucumbers large, but cucumbers. So let's click on here and click open. And again, under the alternate text, let's put cucumbers and click OK. Now, what we have done up to this point, if we've wanted to increase something to be bold or a different font, we've gone down into properties and we've changed it using those tools there. And what changes we've made in the design view has been reflected in the code view. This time we're going to do something a little different. We're not going down to the properties. We're going to go straight into the code and do a little bit of HTML and see how that affects what is done in the design. So let's go and do that. Well, what we're going to do is this. Here we have our alternate text cucumbers, and I'm going to click to the right of the speech mark. And I'm going to type in the word, after a space, the word border, not borders. I'm going to put an equal sign in, no gaps, then a speech mark, followed by a 5, which will be the thickness of the border, and close speech marks. And if I click off, you'll see nothing. But if we go to refresh, which is this up here, there you see a border. Well, let's go and do that with our beats. So I'm going to select that so you can see where we are. And I'm going to click to the right of the speech mark, put a little space in, and I'm going to put border, not borders. So border equals speech mark 5 speech mark. And I'm going to go up to here to refresh. Oh, I put an S in, haven't I? So let's take out that S and let's try again. There we go. So we've gone and put in our pictures, we've gone and put in our borders. And I suppose that's a bit of an example of making sure that we've put in the right syntax. We actually do what we're supposed to do. There I put in essentially a spelling mistake. The code did not understand that, and as a result it couldn't follow my instructions. So it's really important to make sure that we follow the syntax correctly. Okay, let's carry on and see what's next. Right, so what we need to do now is we're going to insert again, and we're going to insert something called eggplant. So let's go to the right of cucumbers, so you can see that we have this flashing text. We're going to press return, and as we've done in the previous two, we're going to go to insert, and we're going to go to image. And once we're in image, we're looking for eggplant. So we're looking for that. We're going to go open and eggplant. And click OK. And we have that there. Same as before, let's go and give that some width on a border. So click to the right of the eggplant speech mark, space bar, type in border. I'll make sure I've only put an R in this time, not the S. Equals speech mark 5 speech mark, and I can click off and press refresh. And there we have that. Let us go into design view so we can see what we've got. Okay, so file and save. That's what we've gone and done so far. And then let's go on to linking these images. Now we're going to link these images and use each of these images as a thumbnail picture, so our web page can be downloaded quicker. Thumbnails also allow the user to see all of the pictures. So if we had a larger image, not only would it take longer for the web page to download, but it would also mean that there'd be an awful lot more scrolling. Here the user can see everything in a nice confined area. So let's go and do that. Well, the first thing we need to do is we're going to make sure we are in our products HTML, and then we're going to select the beats, and then from there we're going to go to the link field. Now the link field is this one here. And once we got in there, what I want to do is, in fact, type in the following. So it's going to be images / beats _ large .jpg. And once I've gone and done that, I can press return. And you can see that we've now got a blue border around there. Okay, so that's one way I could go and do it. Okay, so let's try a different way now. I can select the cucumber, and once I'm in the cucumber, I can take this off because we don't want that. And I will go and browse for it in the file. So I'm going to go browse. And I'm looking into images, and this time I want to look for the cucumber large, which is this one here. So let's go and click on that and click open, and there we have our second hyperlink. Right, let's go and do it a third way now. So I'm going to go to the eggplants, and this time if I go to the images and make sure that I can clearly see what I want, and I'm after eggplant large. Now this time, this is a more fun way of doing it. I'm going to get this point to file, so I'm going to click on that. I'm going to drag, and I'm looking for eggplants large and release. That's my favorite way of doing it. And once I've gone and done that, I'm going to go file and save. Or in fact, I might do file, save all. And then from there, I will want to go into file, preview in browser, and go and choose Safari. And once I've gone and done that, I'll want to test it. So let's go and click here. Excellent. Let's just choose a backspace. Look at the cucumbers. Yep, they're fine. And last of all, the eggplants. Wonderful. So that's how easy it is to put images into a web page. And you may recall right from the very first lesson I showed you, you can even go into the panel on the right and drag and drop those images onto the web page as well, and not necessarily go to insert image. Once you've gone and put your images in, you can go into the code view and you can put in a border, and that will be reflected in design view. And then I showed you 3 different ways of hyperlinking those images to their larger image, because what we want on the web page are thumbnails, so that website can be downloaded nice and quickly by the user, and that the user is able to see all of those images in one small area. Great, well done. Go and have a go at all of that, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.